You've seen the basic dragon videos, and you've seen the Hogon. And now, my friends, you're ready for BBQ Dragons. You're ready to master the techniques to make you virtually unstoppable. I kid you not, if you get these tactics down, there is no Town Hall 8 that can hold you back. Anti-3-star this, bras. That's right, Town Hall 8 will be your new Town Hall 7. Unstoppable to dragons. I've never said such crazy garbage in my life, but I'm telling you, with this new update, you have some mad tools at your fingertips to be the go-to 6-star player for your clan. This attack is fun, it looks amazing and unique, like it took you a mad amount of time to plan it out, but to be honest, these new variants with dragons are extremely forgiving. I've watched clanmates try it out for the first time, making mistakes left and right, and still 3-starring the base. Okay. I'm gonna stop now. I sound like I'm doing a freaking infomercial. So before the update, I had my clans working on the Hogon. We got him modified to the point I felt it was a complete overkill. I was ready to get the tutorial out on it, and lo and behold, the update, which just blew the door right off the hinges for you Dragon Masters. With the 2x lightning and earthquake on an air defense and still having room for a full spell, everyone saw mad possibilities for dragons once again. Because of the sneak peek videos, everyone was doing it the moment the update came out. My update video is just one BBQ after another of people trying out this new spell lineup. And I still don't feel that we've even scraped the surface on what this means for Town Hall 9s and 10s. After the update, we were reverting back to old school dragon, with your funneling dragons in against the clan castle using rage to get everybody to the remaining 2 air defenses. But as this was working no problem against mid Town Hall 8s, it was coming up short too often against those max Town Hall 8s to make this a trustworthy option. So, what was the issue? You're taking out one of the air defenses, you still got a rage. Why isn't this 3-starring every single time? The big issue was not pulling the clan castle. Despite those tweaks to poison, a dragon in the clan castle is still the best option at Town Hall 8. And why is not pulling the clan castle the biggest cause of failure for this attack? It's because if you're heading in with a pack of your dragons against a max level 5 dragon, he's able to get to your dragons on his turf. If your dragons are distracted by other buildings or other clan castle troops or split in a way you're just not anticipating, that level 5 dragon in the clan castle is going to be able to start picking off your dragons one by one. At the same time, they're being hit by air defenses and other air targeting buildings. It was becoming very clear in analyzing the failures that the clan castle dragon was the showstopper. Issues that come up as a direct result of the clan castle can all be avoided by pulling it and dealing with it on its own. Pulling the clan castle takes very little troop space, and then you can get that dragon and his friends out to a corner, put 4 to 5 dragons all around him, and your dragons can fly out of there virtually untouched, especially if you have a few barbarian squirrels to keep that clan castle dragon's attention. And if you're doing a BBQ with a Hogon, you're gonna have to pull it no matter what. I've seen time and time again in attacks that do not require clan castle lure, where having to take it out on the heat of the battlefield has been very costly. A level 6 balloon getting a few drops off on your golem is a brutal thing, so think about that in all of your attacks. The biggest issue with the clan castle lure is time. Town Hall 8s, you're in a higher playing field now. At Town Hall 8 and Town Hall 9, 3-starring a base is not just about beating the base. It's about beating the timer. You have to figure out ways you can multitask while you're attacking. Every second you waste watching the attack and not taking action is costly. Like I have said before, there is no such thing as you ran out of time. A clash attack is just as much about you versus time as it is about your troops versus the base. So let's run through the steps of a BBQ dragon. Step 1 is lure the clan castle. Step 2 is BBQ and air defense. That's bolt, bolt, quake on an air defense, 2 lightning spells and 1 earthquake on the deepest, hardest to reach air defense for your dragons, or the air defense that's trapped by a double giant bomb. Step 3, kill the clan castle. Step 4, drop the rest of your dragons. Step 5, get your hogs or your balloons to take care of the other 2 air defenses. And step 6 is let your dragons tear up the base. So let's look at your target. If the air defenses are all tight in the center, they're not trapped up, just one of your simple anti-dragon bases, you're likely better off going full Hogon against this base and taking 3 heal spells. But for those anti-3-star bases, those scattered, randomized air defenses, bases where you think you're going to have to split your hogs up in 3 different ways to get to all those air defenses, this is where you BBQ. A big part of the BBQ tactic is disabling the giant bomb spot. Let me go off topic here for a second. This is something to consider even if you're not using a BBQ to benefit dragons. By disabling the double giant bomb area to your hogs, you could use a BBQ and a go-ho against those spread out anti-3 bases, because with that spot disabled, you can take it on with just 1 heal for your hogs. Because the defenses are so spread out, your hogs can take them out piece by piece without taking a lot of damage themselves. So that's just an option to think about as you get better and better with your BBQ and pathing your hogs. Okay, so back to BBQ with dragons. Let's talk about taking loons versus hogs as your air defense snipers. The benefit of attacking all air is that you have all the extra air troops to soak up the traps. You don't have to worry about the cannons or the mortars or the Barbarian King at all. Disadvantages are they're incredibly slow, and it's hard to use 2 packs of them to your advantage against spread out air defenses. Basically, your balloons are going to be funneled in with your dragons and not quite as advantageous of the hybrid as we've seen with the Hogon. This is a very viable option, especially if you don't have level 4 hogs yet. The other great thing about using balloons is you don't have to worry about those double giant bomb spots. So the balloons are really a great option to use on a first attack. The hog advantages are they're fast and they can survive in a hill while they're in it. You can also effectively block for hogs using your Barbarian King, meaning they can take out a group of defenses without needing a hill. Hogs work out much better than balloons to effectively target 2 separate areas of the base. And they can also be deployed surgically to destroy those side defenses quickly, which allows you to path them into the air defense more efficiently. Alright, let's talk about your troop setup options. Like always, you can change the setup to fit the base. For the BBQ Hogon, you need 7 dragons, 16 hogs, and 5 archers for luring and cleanup. That equals your 225 troop space. Now you have some options here for your clan castle troops. You can take level 5 hogs, or you can take a max dragon with a balloon in your clan castle. This could be extremely effective as 15 level 4 hogs can do a really good job at getting to 2 air defenses, and it's nice to have a higher DPS hit point dragon in your mix, along with a balloon that can help take down a building or 2, or even manage to pull a seeking air mine. If you're going to go all air, you're going to want to take 5 level 6 balloons in your clan castle. Again, this is just your preference and what you have available from your clan to donate. If you're going with balloons, you're going to want to take some extra balloons instead of the hogs. And maybe even change that up and take 8 dragons instead. For spells, you're going to need 2 level 5 lightning. Yes, your lightning must be level 5 to take out a level 6 air defense. And then 1 earthquake, level 1 is fine. And if you're using hogs, you take a heal for the hogs. If you're using balloons, take a rage. Now let's get into the details of the attack. Step 1 is luring the clan castle. If the clan castle is not lurable, you're going to need to use 3 to 4 of your hogs to take out the defense, so that once that defense goes down, they will then go to the next defense and pull the clan castle in doing so. If you're going in with balloon snipers, you can lure with a balloon. If you're going in with hogs, you need to lure with a ground troop. If the clan castle is exposed, you can go ahead and just lure that with a barbarian. Once the clan castle is pulled, lure it over to a corner, hopefully the closest corner to the clan castle. This is where you're going to be starting the main bulk of your dragons, and possibly all of them. So also try to make this as a corner that's in the sweeper blind. Again, remember the tips from the Hogon and keep your dragons safe away from air targeting defenses if you're using hogs. However, with the balloon snipers, you're going to want to send your dragons in against the air defenses, at least one of them, and then have some backup from your balloons. Remember, pulling a clan castle is where people waste the most time. This is becoming more and more of an issue as people like to use poison for clan castle troops. You can't do that with the BBQ anyways, but don't use poison to slow down the clan castle troops even more in your other attacks. As you're luring, this is when you drop the 2 lightning and the earthquake on the most pesky air defense. Don't do that at the beginning of the attack. Do it while you're waiting for the clan castle to do their dead man walk up to the execution corner. Again, multitask everywhere that you can. This is going to save you seconds, and those seconds could mean a 3rd star. Take down the clan castle using 4 to 5 of your dragons. You want it to go down fast with as little damage to your dragons as possible. Spread your dragons out around the clan castle dragon so that it can only hit one of your dragons at a time. And this also helps them as they go into the base to keep their spacing. As the final clan castle troop is about to go down, start your air defense sniping troops. If you're using balloons, you're going to use them just like you have in Dragon Videos 1 and 2. They're going to get a little bit of shielding from your dragons, at least for 1 pack of them. Your other pack may be going in as backdoor balloons against the 3rd air defense. I'm not going to cover that here as I've gone into really great detail on that on Dragon 2, explaining the backdoor loons. The thing that's nice about this though is you only have 2 air defenses to worry about. For the BBQ Hogon, you're going to keep your dragons away from the air defenses, and you're going to send your hogs in the most direct, most compact way to get to those 2 air defenses. Unlike the regular Hogon, you only have 1 hill to protect them with. The shallower the air defenses are, the less likely you need a hill for these hogs. A great way to protect those unhealed hogs is to drop your Barbarian King first and have him be the meat shield for all the defenses in that area, and then send in your hogs. Get the most you possibly can out of your hogs. You're still dedicating a huge portion of your troop space to them, so the more defensive buildings they can get down, the better. Look for secondary target options for your hogs too. You want them to focus more on the sweeper, the Teslas, and the archer towers if possible. In a BBQ Hogon, you can be a little bit more unconventional and start a few of your remaining dragons up by your hog launch. These dragons are mainly base vacuums, so as long as you keep them safe from air defenses, you want them covering as much of the base as possible. Always remember those corners. If there's a corner building near a dragon launch pad, start a dragon there. Once you have dropped your heal or your rage, get your remaining archers on those corners or other areas of the base they can safely start working on. Don't sit back and watch until you've dropped every single troop and used every spell. You now have some incredible options for using dragons at Town Hall 8, and that gives you a lot of power when it comes to taking down those max Town Hall 8s. The power behind this attack changes up the upgrade order for Town Hall 8. You should get your dragons to level 3 and your hogs to level 4 as your top 2 lab priorities, but your second lab upgrade for regular elixir is now lightning to 5. Your builder also needs to be working on getting the dark spell factory to level 2. And once your hogs are level 4, your heal should be 5 as well, or at the very least, it should be 5 days later. Balloons to 5 are still a really important upgrade as they're a powerful option with this attack too, so just focus on the war troops and the spells that you're using and you feel most effective with. Alright, let's wrap this one up. Leave me a comment here or chat with me on Bindle if you have any questions, and let me know how you're doing with this attack too. It's just super awesome to hear about you guys bringing it home after following one of my tutorials. Be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter too. If you want to share this video with your clan, you can give them the shortcut link. It's classtutor.com/D4. Thanks so much for watching and sharing my videos with other people. I really appreciate it, and it's exciting to see we're nearly at 40,000 subs. Thanks again, guys. I'll catch you next time.